You'll never catch me.
You'll never take me alive. Well, I guess we'll never take him alive now. Oh, you're gonna have to pass with Mario.
Yeah, probably. Or... Oh, there used to be a defense... Oh, no, that's in the second game, right.
Yeah, there's no defense.
Only offense.
You get the best defense is hitting them harder.
Boom.
It's true, in an RPG, the best defense is to kill them before they act.
Have a higher attack value is how you win RPGs.
Have the fastest initiatives. That's how you win a RPG, right? You just move fast and hope for the best.
Dex build versus strength build, because that worked well for the mountain.
Hey, he actually beat
the
mountain. He was just a douche about it, and that's how he got beaten.
And now we have
really,
Frank...
he was pretty justified in his douchedom.
To be fair, he wasn't even being a douche. He was just like, so, are you gonna let everyone know about how you killed my sister? Raped her?
Murdered her, killed her children.
And then the mountain's just like, but I
did that, and now I'm dead. And now we have a dude with his warp head sewn on him. In a suit of armor that's all sealed up.
I was gonna say, yeah, now we have Franken Mountain.
Because Game of Thrones, spoilers, maybe, probably, almost definitely.
At this point, by the time this episode goes up, if you haven't seen Franken Mountain, you either aren't watching the show and don't give a fuck,
or aren't watching it closely enough and deserve the spoiler.
If you couldn't figure out what that was, it's your own fault.
Okay, so, I want to talk about a thing that I'm thinking about for Game of Thrones.
Oh no. The first time I've ever had that go bad.
Second time.
No. Oh yeah, no. I've never been... This is the first time I've been directly attacked by one.
Oh right, the first time was when you got fucked up by the spike.
Yeah, I jumped on the spike.
That would have been a good time for your power shell.
No, because it won't kill him. It only does 2 damage.
Really?
Yeah.
Up to 3.
No, I'm pretty sure it does 2. Okay. I'm gonna need him to eat it. You know what? Let's actually find out. Nope. Bad times.
Bad times are ahead, folks.
Uncle Bad Touch! Oh wow, alright, I was wrong. Ouch.
Yeah, victory!
Allahu Akbar!
Anyway, so for Game of Thrones, there's a prophecy in the books.
Yeah, I'm gonna be switching this over.
That's a good badge.
It is.
There's a prophecy in the books for a savior called Azor Ahai, who...
Oh, right, I never actually equipped them. Well, that solves that anyway.
Who, Stannis Baratheon was trying really, really hard to be because he wanted to be that special snowflake.
Everyone wants to be that special snowflake.
But the prophecy involves being born of salt and smoke, having the blood of the dragon, dragons follow their birth, and a red star in the sky marks their birth. So there were,
2 obvious characters.
2 obvious characters that it could have been. The first was Stannis Baratheon. The first was Daenerys Targaryen, who had the blood of the dragon, and like had a rebirth at the Pyre thing.
Where she was reborn in smoke and fire.
Yeah, she's reborn in salt and smoke. Dragons followed her out of the fire, and Red Comet marked her rebirth. The second theory is that Azor Ahai is Jon Snow, and that he has the blood of the dragon because of that whole thing where his mom might be.
He was because he's a bastard. He's a bastard. But the major part of the theory is that yeah, I think this is a good time. He's a bastard, but the major part of the theory is that his father was one of the Targaryens.
Yeah, his father was Rhaegar Targaryen, who was Daenerys' older brother, and that his mom was actually what's-her-face Stark that got abducted and was supposed to marry Robert Baratheon way back when. So, blood of the dragon. His rebirth was swearing fealty to the Night's Watch, which happened right when that red comet fell, conveniently. Born amidst salt and smoke is sort of a stretch, though. There really isn't any corroborating info for that.
The one where it's the salt and smoke was, he almost left the Night Watch, but, like, decided to stay with them after the Red Wedding, where his family was killed in a sea of, like, burnings and crying. Hence, salt and smoke.
Fair enough. They were feeling pretty salty.
And smoky.
But, yeah, and the Red Comet happened at that time. Now, the people at Film Theory have a really interesting idea, suggesting that it's Jorah Mormont. That he doesn't have the blood of the dragon
Yet.
but he will get it through the means of tempering the sword, of like killing Daenerys Targaryen, because in the legend Azor Ahai kills his wife
To temper the sword that can kill the White Walkers, which, for those of you who aren't aware, are the zombie things.
Yep. That he was born amidst smoke. When
The same smoke of
Daenerys Targaryen.
Same smoke as Daenerys.
Yep, which would also count for dragons following and the red comet.
Same time.
And
He was
born
reborn.
amidst salt.
Because he caught the stone skin virus while on the sea.
Yes.
And the stone skin virus was when he was like, well, dedicating myself again.
No. It was a massive life change.
Yeah.
It's a life-changing event when you get like medieval
Horror.
cancer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Medieval zombie virus. No, hit the down Koopa.
Why? He's not good.
Are you really gonna identify the paratrooper just so you can have the health bar before they fall?
Yes.
Anyway,
I'm anal about this. Let me just have it.
I have a theory that I don't even entirely believe, but
Like most of your theories.
I believe that Azor Ahai is actually Drogon, the first dragon that gets born. He was born amidst salt and smoke when his egg hatched in the fire with Daenerys Targaryen. He is a dragon, so if he doesn't have the blood of the dragon, no one fucking does.
Yeah.
The Red Comet happened to fall at exactly that time, and more dragons followed him immediately after he was born. So that's my stupid little theory, and if you found that interesting, please like, comment, and subscribe.
For more stupid theories.
For more stupid theories that I come up with.
You know what? I will give you credit for the theory actually having, like, sound evidence.
I know it seems really, really, really dumb.
But don't forget,
But
George
it has
R.R.
as much evidence behind it as Daenerys Targaryen does.
I was also gonna say, George R.R. Martin is a huge fan of, like, subverting tropes.
Yep.
He hates tropes.
And it has exactly the same amount of evidence behind it as Daenerys Targaryen does.
The exact same evidence, really.
Literally the same evidence.
Just from a different perspective.
Except Blood of the Dragon is a little bit more literal.
Yeah. The only, part about that... Actually, now that I think about it, the White Walkers being snow zombies being killed by a dragon makes absolute sense.
Yes! The magical fire beast kills the ice zombies.
I mean, really, it does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Like, the whole thing was that they could only be killed by dragon glass and dragon steel. Maybe dragon fire or just dragon claws will also do the job.
If nothing else, you could just fly overhead and burn them. I mean, like...
Well, we know for a fact the whites just burn.
Yeah.
They burn like fucking paper. And actual fire.
Oh, yeah.
Actual 3D rendered fire.
Nah, it's just actually paper fire spinning really fast. If you actually watch it, you can see them rotating.
What?
They're 2D, but they're rotating with the turn.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
Oh god.
And the first one just isn't moving.
Yeah.
You're completely right, Jay.
Whatever. I have moments of knowing what I'm talking about. I developed a video game.
You know how to take the lazy way out.
Absolutely, that's how you make games. You take the laziest path possible to get the best results.
I think it was Bill Gates who said that he never hired anyone who was hardworking. He tried to hire the laziest people possible, because the laziest person would go up to the problem and be like, now how can I solve this in the least number of steps?
Exactly. And, like, typically that was the best solution. Because they're lazy. They don't want to do it a second time, so they're gonna make it fucking last.
What is the magic duct tape that I will only need to apply to this problem once?
I wonder if this is a trap.
You want someone who is the smart kind of lazy. The kind of lazy that uses nails to attach something to a wall as opposed to thumbtacks. Sure, the thumbtacks might be easier to put in, but you're gonna have to put them back up every week or so. Those nails will stay in for fucking life.
Yeah. Or the guy who just crazy glues it to the wall.
Yeah.
That ain't going nowhere. Can't remember what was outside this door. Oh.
Outside. Is it literally just a save point?
Yeah. Who would build their castle to just have like a
viewing of the moat?
Yeah. It's pretty much just like a little deck outside. You know
Is there
what?
anything farther around?
Yeah, there's a cracked wall.
Oh.
Zelda. What was I gonna say? You know what would have like should have been there because it would have been in character for this game anyway?
What?
A little tiny barbecue grill.
Yeah.
For such a nothing room as that.
I wonder if this is a trap.
How suspicious. Yeah, let's just do it. Ah!
Oh no!
Curses! Fluttering softly like leaves.
Wah ha 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 ha! You fell for the trap.
Ouch.
How is he even lodged in it diagonally? Is his hat just made of diamonds?
Yeah. Have you ever actually seen that thing take damage?
Fair enough.
You're Mario.
And that's why all the enemies try and steal it in Mario 64.
Because it makes them temporarily invincible.
Or rich.
Yeah. It's like the glove of Darth Vader. It makes you immortal.
What?
So there was... Okay. Alright, so there's a fucking story involved in this.
There better be!
There was an old series of books whose name I can't recall, like the series, but there was a villain named Trioculus who was like a human with a mutation where he had a third eye in his forehead.
Alright.
And this was important because the Emperor Palpatine was supposed to have a son whose big deal was that the son was born with a mutation with a third eye.
Right.
So everyone just assumed it was Trioculus. Now, he wanted a symbol to prove that he was, you know, worthy of ruling the Empire. So what better symbol than Darth Vader's glove? Everyone thought, oh, it was destroyed. No. As a symbol of how the Darth Vader was supposed to be the Emperor's, like, unstoppable right hand. That glove was supposed to be made with, like, the same weave of, like, Mandalorian iron.
Okay.
So the one that can resist lightsabers.
Oh, so it survived the Death Star explosion?
Actually, yes. They went to, like a planet not too far from where the Death Star exploded and was like close enough for the shrapnel to land in there.
And they just found the glove.
Found the glove at the bottom of an ocean, and Trioculus put it on. Unfortunately, it was cursed, and he just started going insane over the course of the rest of the series.
Oh my god, that's so dumb.
He becomes obsessed with Princess Leia and tries to marry her, then they build a stupid robot to trick him. And during the marriage ceremony, I shit you not, this was like one of the... Back in the days
tears off its skin and is like, I'm a robot!
No, this was back in the days when books would still have, like, illustrations in them. So there's a fucking picture online, and you can find it, of just Princess Leia shooting an eye laser through Trioculus, who's just like, ah!
Oh my
and
god.
there's like a Grand Moff who got, like, fucked up earlier in the series, so he's just, like, a human torso floating on, like, a flying saucer with robot hands, and he's just like, oh! Heavens to Murgatroyd! And like, I'll see if I can't dig it up and, like, superimpose it over the nothing.
Do it.
It's the dumbest fucking thing you'll ever see. Like, oh. Long story short, folks. So you remember how I also said apparently everyone assumed it was Trioculus? He wasn't even Emperor Palpatine's son. There was another third eye mutant. Hey guys, would you look at that? Look at how I opened this jail cell by having a ball mob explode against it. When you really think about this, it's just wow. Also, I want to point out that this has the same fucking
Oh, I found the image!
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's fucking amazing!
And like, look at the fucking like the Grand Moff just in his little floating chair. He's just like, ah, and the stormtrooper's just standing there, just like nonchalantly, like, well, guess we're out of the job.
This is getting fucking saved.
Oh god.
Saved. Should I send it to you?
I have it.
Okay.
What's all this noise? What do you yeah. What did you think was gonna happen when you put a bunch of bomb mobs in a cell?
Here's my question. Why don't the other bombs just rush to your cause?
They're too busy. Alright, we'll see you next time, folks.
Bye, everybody.